I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Sure.
There's no words there to play us out. I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Congrats on the big win.
Yeah, thank you.
So what was it like getting the job done in front of those rowdy fans here?
Right?
Yeah.
16 points. And great job from the fellow. And you got your teammate here, too.
I got it. My brother.
So Siobhan Adams
right now,
here.
and all my teammates
Siobhan
kind of
also had a good ball game with 6 points. You guys got it done. How do you feel?
Pretty good.
How about that coming
Say it
out
again?
to the United States?
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do-It-Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Good evening, and we are live here on STSPN.com at Snohomish High School for the District 1 3A Girls Basketball Tournament. A playoff caliber game needs a playoff caliber broadcast crew. Well, everyone was kind of busy, so I kind of stuck here right here, but having a great time with it. But of course, the Todd father, Todd Elvick, and Sarah helping us out, keeping us on the air for this. Tonight's matchup, the Monroe Bearcats, coached by Tyson Horner, take on the Snohomish Panthers, coached by Ken Roberts. As we hear the lineups here momentarily, let's see how we got here today. We will start with the Monroe Bearcats. They went 11-10 during the regular season, 4-9 in league play. They beat Ferndale in a loser-out game on Wednesday. Up at Ferndale, Todd, always a tough drive up there during the school day to get all the way from Monroe up to Ferndale. They came out victorious, 62-47.
Yeah, it's funny because, we heard the other night somebody said, yeah, we're going to get on the bus about 45 minutes before we have to be up there or something. I think it was we heard Everett because Everett's going to head up there.
Yep.
And Tom's like, no, you better start a little earlier.
And we'll pick up with starters. We have number 2 for Monroe Bearcats, Hope Keller, 5'8" guard, a junior. And for the Panthers, number 3, Kendall Hammer, a 5'7" guard, a sophomore.
In for Monroe, number 5, Cascadia Yates.
Number 5 for the Monroe Bearcats, Cascadia Yates, a 6-foot forward, a junior. Sienna Capelli, 5'9" guard, a sophomore. Some underclassmen playing for the Snohomish Panthers.
How come they're not throwing any shirts up here?
Exactly. Need some arms. Number 14, Aspen Vanderveen for the Monroe Bearcats. 5'11" forward, a sophomore. A lot of youth. Oh, next for the Snohomish Panthers, Addison Gallatin. 5'11" forward, a senior. And we've known that last name, it feels like, the last 15, 20 years around in these parts of Snohomish. For the Monroe Bearcats, Maya Merciel, number 21. A 5'11" wing, a sophomore. At post, a 5'11" senior, Catherine Green, number 30. And lastly, for the Monroe Bearcats, number 23, Hallie Keller, a 5'5" junior guard. And last but certainly not least, number 34 for the Snohomish Panthers, Tyler Gildersley-Stiles, a 6-foot forward, a junior. One thing to point out for the Monroe Bearcats, they do not have a senior on the roster. And then Snohomish Panthers, a couple of seniors in their starting five. And I think we are getting ready for the anthem. We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be right back here on STSPN.
Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
We are back and we are getting ready for action of this Wesco 3A District 1 tournament. We talked a little about the Monroe Bearcats. Let's catch up with the Snohomish Panthers. For the Snohomish Panthers, they are actually the 3 seed in this for this district tournament. They went 14-5 on the year, 11-2 in Wesco. The Panthers coming into this ball game, defeating Meadowdale and Linwood, other two teams that did receive a bye as well at the end of the regular season. The Panthers have one of the best defenses in Wesco. The defense, Ken Roberts, he's a mastermind out there. It's been compared to a weekend at the in-laws, just so tight and a tough one altogether. But let's get ready for tip-off here.
Let's play some basketball.
Good crowd on hand. Beautiful day outside. Nothing better. Been outside all day. Let's play some hoops. Tip. Won by Snohomish. Monroe comes out. Man-to-man defense. Over to Catherine Green. Kicks it to TGS. And a turnover steal. Hope Keller and stolen right back by Sienna Capelli. Capelli brings it up. Winner of this game to play the winner on next Wednesday against Stanwood Meadowdale. 5 p.m. at Marysville-Pilchuck High School. Not at Everett Community College this year. Next round at Marysville-Pilchuck. Number 24, Addison Gallatin, just clanked off the rim for 3. Score still tied 0-0. 7:15 on the clock. Might have gone away with a couple of steps right there. Number 5, Cascadia Yates. And stolen back by the Panthers. That defense, just like a boa constrictor. Once you get inside, just slowly but surely. Passes into Green. Green goes to the hole. And a bucket. First one of the game, Catherine Green, the 5'11 senior, giving the Panthers a 2-0 lead. Keller brings it up to for the Bearcats. Sorry there, Todd. Aspen Vanderveen kicks it out to Cascadia Yates. Looks for somebody. Vanderveen pump fakes. Shot clock dwindling. 6 on the clock. Vanderveen. Oh! And it goes in. That's a 3-point bullseye for Cascadia Yates.
Now, I got to say, that's the first time I've seen the ball just kind of rest right there on the rim.
Never seen that. Soft rims. TGS. Foul. I believe that is going to be on Monroe Bearcats. Hope Keller, her first, team first. TGS at the line. Tyler Gildersleeve Styles puts in the first. Tied up 3-3. And another one.
Beautiful shot.
Beautiful shot. Great rotation. Looks like she's shot a few of those in the offseason, paying off right now in the second season, the playoffs. Down to Yates. Yates in the paint. Fade away with a bump and still finishes. Cascadia Yates with her 5th point. She has all the Bearcat points today. 5.
She looked almost surprised that she had the ball there for a second.
It was great move. Great finish. Way to use the body. The Panthers kick it around the perimeter. Trying to find a post. Number 30. Blocked by Yates. Having a great first couple of minutes. Blocked Catherine Green's shot. It's one of those as well. Monroe, we've seen in the NCAA tournament, you play those first playing games, you get that first game under the belt, you never know what could happen. Tipped, and we're going to stay here on this side of the ball, this side of the court. Snohomish got a first round bye in this one. This is their first game of the district tournament. Great inbounds pass. There we go. Shot by Hallie Keller to just not go, but great inbounds pass. I know that Coach Tyson Horner, he probably had that drawn up as the first out-of-bounds play of the game. Great execution, just not the right finish. Panthers down low, passing it out. Catherine Green from downtown. Oh, right off the back of the rim. Got a little bit of a bump.
You know, speaking of the bye, last night we did the Glacier Peak game, and Hunter is just not really a fan of the bye.
It's just
just keep them playing.
Keep them playing. It's just the classifications and trying to fit everybody in. It's a little bit tough. And, you know, when you come off the season and have these 5-6 days off waiting to play that next game, the rust can happen. Down low, Kendall Hammer. Another last name we've heard around here for a long time. And that is Catherine Green shot off. Rebound by Yates. The Bearcats bring it on up to Merciel. Merciel looks for a friend to pass to. Off glass is Vanderveen. No good. Almost. The bank was almost open in downtown Snohomish. So close. A methodical pace to start out for the Snohomish Panthers. What we're used to seeing, some great plays, execution. Ken Roberts, like a chiropractor with all the adjustments that he does. Keeps it going. I know the film probably said a couple of things that he wanted to start with. And a miss by Green to start off that play. Got a good look, though, inside. The Panthers have been getting some good looks tonight. Yates to the hole with the left. Ooh, the lefty scoop. So close, but yet so far. Great rebound there by Addison Gallatin. The loser of this one will face the loser of Stanwood Meadowdale, and that will be Wednesday as well. TGS down low. Great hands-up defense by Yates. Might have been a little contact, but plays on, says the officials. Oh, Vanderveen was not looking for the ball on that one. Was open. Love to see what the Bearcats are doing. We got a sub in.
Now, did KRKO figure out what they're doing next week?
They have not yet. I think they're kind of waiting because I know the boys played yesterday, all their games to get to the semifinals. I think they're waiting to see what happens here today to find the best one. We got Stitch, who just came in, passes down to TGS. Gallatin for the perimeter. Bang! From distance. That's a 3.
Did that net even move?
Barely. Great rotation, great shot. They've gotten some great looks tonight. Just have not been able to get those first couple down, but it is early. And right there, Addison Gallatin puts it in. Tip pass. Yates picks it back up. Just going to have a timeshare in the paint after this one. Great up fake. Ooh, a little bit of a body and no call by the officials. And a shot clock violation. And I think we're going to have a timeout here by the Bearcats. We'll be right back on STSPN. And we are back out of the timeout. Snohomish with a 7-5 lead with 2 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. The officials letting the girls play early. A lot of bumps that have not provoked a whistle by the officials. And turnover by TGS, trying to find number 13, Sienna Capelli, just not on the same page. Quick move in first quarter over here in downtown Snohomish. Here at Snohomish High School. Vanderveen kicks it back out. Savannah Lee checked in for the Bearcats. Pass it back over. Tries to feed down low.
Oh, boy, her feet were close to that line.
Really close. A lot of turnovers early for the Monroe Bearcats, but it's that stifling Snohomish Panther defense. Capelli at the top, kicks it over to Gallatin. Gallatin feeds inside to Capelli. Capelli to Stitch. Back into Bayla Stitch. And a foul. Bayla Stitch draws a foul on Cascadia. It's going to be her first. Second team for the Bearcats. Coach Horner for the Monroe Bearcats asking one of the officials, we didn't see it down here, and you called it down there. One of the coach's worst nightmares coming into each day. And that first one is no good by Bayla Stitch. The constant battle with officials. The back and forth, the cat and mouse game. We're going to shoot one more. Bayla Stitch, number 11. Here. First point of the ball game. 8-5 Panther lead. 1:30 on the clock. Sorry, 1:37. Pass around. Caitlin Paxton also checked.
Oh, it took right away from us.
Stripped. TGS in the post, stripped it from Vanderveen. Aston Gallon with it. Tough defense for the Bearcats. I think we got to push. Thought that maybe could have been a jump ball.
Yeah, I think the jump ball would have probably been a better call, but
it will be Caitlin Paxton's first 5'9" guard, a junior.
We're not on the floor, so I don't,
We're not there, but I would have gone with jump ball, but what do I know? That's why they put me all the way up here. There we go. Addison Gallon, pass it on over. Cora Larson checks in for the Panthers. Down low to Capelli. That's a just a
There's
zone
a lot
defense.
of steps there.
They're playing a 2-3 defense, and they're doing the right thing. The Panthers trying to get it in right around the free throw line, but that matchup comes in, and they're playing some pressure defense. Good defense by the Bearcats. 5 on the clock. And, that's Cora Larson from Deets. That's the thing with Snohomish. You never know who's going to be their leading scorer of the night. Can come at you from so many different angles, whether it's the starting 5 or whoever it is off the bench. Kent Roberts always has everybody ready to play when their number is called. Caitlin Paxton with the ball. Passes it down to Keller. Keller with the layup. Just a little short. Rebound by Gallatin as the Panthers look to hold potentially for the last shot within about a second of each other, the shot clock and the game clock. Monroe extends their pressure up, just trying to play a little hot potato. As the Panthers trying to feed it to that sweet spot of the 2-3. And Bela Stitch. Oh, close. Rebound by Merciel. And that is it. At the end of the first quarter, it is 11-5. The Snohomish Panthers over the Monroe Bearcats. And we'll be right back after this first quarter timeout.
Hey there, laddie. Do you have a fallen tree or a forgotten log? Do you have some old wood planks that'll have a story I'd like to tell? Great. They'll mill it, prepare it, and finish the wood for your unique project. Let them take your storied old wood and turn it into a world-class piece of art. Grit, handcrafted, is something that will be treasured for a lifetime.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
And we are back for the second quarter. Alex Clossie is here on the call. Todd Elvik keeping us on there. Sarah Elvik as well, helping us out. And we're back for the second quarter. 11-5, Panther lead. And that defense is just moving as one as the Panthers going back and forth. It is going to be tough to feed inside. And a shot by Vandervleen off glass. Flanks off. And Keller, almost with the and one. Great offensive board by Hallie Keller, the 5'5" guard, a junior. Will go to the charity stripe. And that'll be Addison Gallatin's first quick moving first quarter due to the fact we only had a couple of fouls there, Todd. It was pretty harmless first, even though some could have been called, but.
Yeah, you can't really second guess from up here, but, we're just talking about what we see. I like this gym, though, because
Love this gym.
We're not too far up, but we're not too close either.
Exactly. Number 23, Hallie Keller, misses first, but makes the second. 11-6. First person Monroe to score, that name is not Cascadia Yates. So Keller checks in. Addison Gallatin still on the floor for the Panthers. Pass over to Larson. Larson down low to Green. Green tries to find TGS. Picks it up in the corner. Goes baseline. Drive. In between a couple defenders. And tipped out by Green. Ball heading to the Bearcats' direction. Back here. And also I love how they use the reclaimed old court outside. That's one of my favorite, kind of what Everett did, and using the School of Champions logo at the center as you walk in. Just love the reclaimed court. Just you can't let that history just go from the wayside. A lot of great players have played on that court, both boys and girls.
A lot of memories here. There's just the school. I think it's like 100 years old. Or more,
Old school,
more than that, 150 maybe.
And loves their sports too. Community always comes out, and this just feels like the same crowd it would be for any Tuesday game. And the district playoffs bring out a few extra people just in case, because you never know if it could be your last game for some of these seniors. But it's just like a normal night for the Snohomish side, and Monroe traveled pretty well as well.
Yeah, the parent side is full.
It's always great to see. Check it in. Kendall Hammer back in for Gallatin. Monroe on the baseline.
I bet her uncle's watching.
Yeah. Number 21, Merciel, off the back of the rim. Great rebound by Green. In the middle of everybody, coming out with the ball. Monroe sticks into that 2-3 matchup zone. Ball gets in your area, you're going to close in a little bit faster. And you're going to want an attack above and below the rim. And there it is for TGS. Write down what you're supposed to do. Feed it. Just tail right towards the hoop for an easy layup. That's her 4th point on the ball game. And another turnover for the Monroe Bearcats. Stolen by Cora Larson.
Quick hands.
Very quick hands. And that defense, I'm not going to, they're just going to keep on going. It is tough. These Ken Roberts. And just when it gets to postseason play, just seems tougher and tougher. A team that's never going to beat themselves. You've got to really come in with your A game to take down the Panthers. Capelli down to Green, over to TGS. Ball going back and forth. Capelli. Oh man! Sienna Capelli, the 5'9", leads to a quick timeout. A fired up Panther squad. We got a timeout by Horner. We're going to come right back after a couple of our sponsors.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back, and, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Here on the team, you know, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
And we're back. Big 3 by Sienna Capelli to go, led to a timeout for the Monroe Bearcats. 10-point lead for the Panthers. 5:41 on the clock as we get back underway. Big thanks to our sponsor, Les Schwab, helped me out with a screw I had in my tire a couple weeks ago. Never forget, sealed it right back up, right back on the road. Always appreciate that. Stolen, Kendall Hammer making an impact early, right after coming back in before the break. And Capelli brings up the ball.
Now, I can't remember. Was Monroe running the press earlier? They're trying to do a little bit there.
They're just trying to maybe get Snohomish a little bit out of their element. And I wasn't there to see what they did against Ferndale. Maybe trying to switch up something they maybe showed on tape, because you get in that predicament with deep 3 by Hammer. Oh, splash. Kendall Hammer with a 3 for 3. And a 19-6 lead for the Bearcats. Oh, good pass by Keller. Down low to Merciel. Merciel with a layup. Her first 2 of the ball game. 19-8. 4:45 on the clock. And you know the Snohomish coaches were probably tuned in seeing, but if you're Monroe, you don't know if you're going home that night. You got to, what are you going to throw out there? Everything, some things you want to win, but also you don't want to show everybody your full hand. But with these teams, they did meet up earlier in the year. Snohomish did win that ball game by double-digit figures plus, and a 3 by Capelli is off. So how's the team changed from then till now is always the question that both these coaches are trying to figure out. Number 23, Keller, back rim. No good rebound by Kendall Hammer as Capelli brings it right back on up.
Well, I think what a lot of these coaches are looking at is Monroe is a young squad, and they're going to be really dangerous next year.
They're going to be very, very good. Once again, no seniors on their roster. Good tip ball right there by number 21, Maya Merciel. Merciel dribbles down the lane, passes it back out. Lee over to Keller.
Oh, she was not ready for that.
Not ready, off the hands. And I think we're going to have a hockey line change at this regard. Fresh bodies on the floor. And I think You are right here, Todd. Bringing in some fresh bodies to really hone that press in. Maybe get the Panthers out of their rhythm, who've hit their last couple of three-point buckets. We got Capelli. Also, Snohomish Panthers, a young team. A couple of senior-laden bigs down there, but TGS junior, Capelli a sophomore, Kendall Hammer a sophomore. Some great talent, just where you want your roster to be at. A little bit of everything. Never want to reset. You always want to be able to reload. Capelli from the top of the perimeter. Splash. Wow. Capelli. Second three. That's 6 on the ball game for the sophomore. 5'9" guard. Point guard. Oh, on the outline. That's Lola Rotano. We're getting some playing time. A 5'11" freshman. The Frosh checking in. Man, I was 5'5" when I was a freshman. Wish I could have been 5'11" back there. You never know what could have happened. Besides a lot of other things, because I probably wasn't very good, but we'll get back to that. Oh, and we're going the other way. Illegal screen. I think Cascadia Yates was moving her feet. And that is her second foul for Yates. The conundrum for Coach Tyson Horner. Do you leave in a player that has, 5-year points? And I think we're going to have a substitution. Keller coming in for another Keller.
I think that was like a hockey check.
It was. But do you leave in your player with 2 fouls or not? But at this time, I'm going to hopefully let her get to halftime without doing it. Capelli breaks the press. Pass it on over. Cora Larson. Capelli feeds it. Gallatin over. Oh, 3 off by Kendall Hammer. Good rebound by Madison Gallatin.
She had too much time to think about it.
Too much time. All the old tip ball, and I think it's going to be off.
I like the enthusiasm of the refs.
Hey,
they got that.
They're having fun too. They got to have some fun in the meantime. Always great to see them reffing the district games, the select crews as the games dwindle down. Not a full slate anymore as playing games go on. So it is great to see. Hallie Keller, 5'11" junior, pass it on over to Maya Paxton. A lot of, looks like potential siblings are on the court. A couple Paxtons, couple of Kellers on the roster for the Bearcats. And a great take. Oh, count it. That's an and one for Hallie Keller. That is her 3rd point on the ball game. Great take. Had the ball down at her knee and flung it up there and went down with ease. Quick break for TGS. Tyler Gildersleeve Styles. Another player I feel like has been there for, 7-8 years, but somehow still a junior. Great player. Keller gets it up to 5 points as they go right into the press after the make. Capelli, TGS, over to Gallatin, and they bring it out. 1:50 on the clock. 19 on the shot clock, and a steal. Aspen Vanderveen steals the ball.
You don't see that much against that steal against Snohomish.
No.
So that tells you that Monroe's got some quick hands.
They got some quick hands, good defense. That zone is definitely making the Panthers think. Hammer has the ball over to Larson. Oh, great feed inside. TGS just a little short, but had her opponent sealed with her hips. Just missed it with the left hand. Off the back of the rim. I feel like Cora Larson's gotten a lot of rebounds here tonight, coming off the bench. She played a lot of minutes here in that second quarter. Under a minute here at Snohomish High School. They pass it around, looking for a good look. Got to keep the ball moving. Move that zone. Hammer over to Larson. Larson to Capelli. Hammer. Oh, in and out. Yates with the rebound. About a 6-7 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Caitlin Paxton on the ball, feeds inside, and just taken away.
Take away, right.
Stolen. A little cookies, as I like to say, as Snohomish holds for the last shot. 22-11. Just seems like a Snohomish girls score. And Hammer with the attended three. Nope. Big offensive rebound and put right back to my Gildersleeve Styles. 4 seconds left. Yates from the parking lot. Oh, off the front of the rim. And at the half, Snohomish Panthers 24 to Monroe Bearcats 11. And we'll be back after half.
Yeah, I'd like to just do one quick thing here.
Oh, absolutely.
I want to give a shout out to the Monroe fans. You know, we've been broadcasting and putting these games up for free for 14 years now. And I'm really impressed with the Monroe school district and their administration there for putting their games up. They've got the Pixelot camera, but they are putting them onto YouTube for free. I just always think it's a really important thing that family and friends from around the country could see these athletes, all the work they put in. We just really appreciate the fact that Monroe also puts the games up.
Absolutely. It is a great thing. It's for the, grandma in Idaho and the cousin in California, especially at these times. If you're a senior or a junior, maybe not going to see them so often, and this could be their last game. It's great what Monroe's doing, but of course STSPN, that's why we're out here doing it each night. But at the half, once again, Snohomish Panthers 24, Monroe Bearcats 11. We'll be back here in a few minutes.
Hey there, laddie. Do you have a fallen tree or a forgotten log? Do you have some old wood planks that'll have a story I'd like to tell? Great. They'll mill it, prepare it, and finish the wood for your unique project. Let them take your storied old wood and turn it into a world-class piece of art. Grit, handcrafted, is something that will be treasured for a lifetime.
This is what we train for, every day.
We just received new intel that there's an enemy presence at the airstrip compound.
All those years. When you're the first to arrive, it's not enough to be ready. You have to be relentless. It's our job to control the ground and the sky, wherever they may meet, even behind enemy lines. They call us one-man air traffic control towers, but we're more than that.
Ivy Lima Charlie, break. Airfield is stable. You are clear to land.
We turn hell into an airstrip. And clear the way for others to follow.
For 45 years, Snohomish County homeowners have relied on Home Comfort Alliance for heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical because of their award-winning customer service. Thousands of reviews reference Home Comfort Alliance as professional, knowledgeable, efficient, and technicians who are courteous, and they take the time to explain things. For all your home comfort systems, call 1-833-COMFORT and make your life more comfortable with Home Comfort Alliance.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race.
Look at this!
To the 4 a.m. starts. Training harder, pushing further, hitting back, hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters. Come with us to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. Cue rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
There, laddie, do you have a fallen tree or a forgotten log? Do you have some old wood planks that'll have a story I'd like to tell? Great. They'll mill it, prepare it, and finish the wood for your unique project. Let them take your storied old wood and turn it into a world-class piece of art. Grit, handcrafted, is something that will be treasured for a lifetime.
And we're back here at Snohomish High School, ready for the second half of action. Alex Clausius here, Todd Elvig, Sarah Elvig as well. Getting ready for this second half of the District 1 3A Girls Westco Tournament. Once again, the winner of this game will play the winner of Stanwood Meadowdale on Wednesday, 5 p.m. Marysville Pilchuck. Loser will head on to we'll play the loser of Stanwood Meadowdale on Wednesday as well. 2 wins gets you into a top 4 seed into state. So the losers bracket is, of course, if you can get the 2 wins down there, but beyond the win that Monroe already had, that will get you a spot in the big dance. Other side of the bracket, Everett is taking on Linwood right now, and Shorecrest takes on Arlington. Arlington being the number 1 seed. But back to the action. Gallatin over. Capelli, Green, down low, off glass, flanks off the rim. Hammer over to Capelli. Nice pass down low to TGS. And that is 2 for the junior. 8th point of the ball game. Great assist by Sienna Capelli. Monroe passes the ball around and stolen by the Panthers. Tyler Gildersleeve-Styles with the pick. Capelli holds up, says, whoa, let's chill out. Let's get it back out. Let's run the offense. Catherine Green down low. Push shot, miss. TGS eats up the glass for a rebound and kicks it right back out to Gallatin. On the boys' side, Snohomish Panthers, they did lose to Monroe. So Snohomish Panthers boys, their season's done. Monroe's still going on through the losers bracket for the 3A District 1 tournament. And that's close for number 24, Madison Gallatin, the 5'11 senior. So Monroe boys still alive. Snohomish boys, maybe time for track and baseball. Cascadia Yates dribbles down low.
And lacrosse.
And lacrosse too, of course. Foul by 30, Catherine Green. Cascadia Yates, 5 quick and early points today. Did not score in the second quarter, but we'll head back to the line. First personal for Catherine Green. The student section makes a couple of squeals, but can't keep the 6-foot junior from missing it. Makes the first. Great turnout for the student section for the Snohomish Panthers. Figured as much. The school very spirited, whether it's the community or the students around it. Cascadia Yates hits it in. Number 2. 7 points and a steal by Keller. Keller to the world. Oh, and draws the foul. Great steal by Hallie Keller, the 5'5 junior. Coach Ken Roberts. And that's going to be a foul on Kendall Hammer. But great intensity, what Coach Tyson Horner wanted to see coming out of the halftime break. First one up for Keller, off front of the rim.
Got a comment from Tall Tom Lafferty. He said the picture's great. I was wondering how it sounded, but I realized he's at the Silvertips.
I was about to say, I can 100% see why you didn't want to be listening to us. Here's from me enough. And the second one off the front of the rim. Rebound by the freshman, Rotonda, who just checked in. Pelly on over to Hammer. Hammer looks around as Gallatin evaluates. Just pass around the perimeter. Deep. Off the side of the rim down to Yates. And the Bearcats bring the ball up. 6:09 on the clock. A double score, 26-13, the Snohomish Panthers. Keller dribbles it in and passes it out to Mercel. Merciel, sideline pass. Tough shot from Savannah Lee. A little bit right in front of the 3-point line. Almost felt like she was almost out of bounds, but air ball, rebound by the Panthers. TGS with the ball in the post. Tough bounce pass for Rotondo, the freshman, to handle. And a nice tip out by the Bearcats. For the 4A girls, happening as well right now. GP is going to be taking on Lake for our Westco teams. Jackson takes on Eastlake. It is the West King by-district tournament, so there will be some King Coaties in there, and then Kamiak is taking on Woodinville. Deep. Oh, almost in by Gallatin. Rebound by Hope Keller. Keller, crossover, passing over to Lee. Couple of Kellers out there. It's going to make me confused. Great move by Merciel. Not almost a sunrise, sunset, but just a great jump hook to get those points. Monroe keeping it close. Down by 11. Tondo, TGS. It's now over to Capelli. Capelli to Gallatin.
That was curious because if they left Capelli out there, I'm surprised she didn't take that shot.
Being a very good facilitator today. Good move by Gildersleeve Styles. And one. Count the basket. Great move from the junior with the finish. That'll be a foul on Cascade Gates. Her third of the ball game. Great move down there. Great drop step. Great low base. Exploded up to the hoop. Put it right off the glass in there. Up and in. Yates will take a seat as Aspen Vandervleen comes back in for the Bearcats. 4:41 on the clock as Gildersleeve Styles made two earlier. Great rotation, back rim. Oh, almost a save by number 5, Rotondo, as the Bearcats bring it up. Keller, over to Lee. Merciel, who just had a great jump hook, drives and draws the farm. We'll have 2. That's going to be Lola Rotondo's first personal. We're going to be a third team foul of the evening in the third quarter. At the student section, starts potentially barking. We're still trying to figure that out, but it worked. Merciel misses the first. Kids being kids, Todd.
Yeah,
it happens all the time.
It would work on me.
Yep. I'd just start probably crying if I heard that. Regardless, Merciel, more focused than I am, takes her second and wiggles it in. Her 5th point of the ball game for number 21, Merciel. Monroe, a little bit of a press.
Got to get across.
We got a couple more seconds. I think the officials think that Kent Roberts called a timeout. They were going to get the ball over. They were going to get the ball by a second. There's still 21 on the clock for that. I believe it will be an inadvertent whistle, and they'll take the ball out on the side. But Coach Ken Roberts is like, what? I didn't do anything.
I think the officials kind of over-anticipated that because it would be a perfect timeout if he didn't think they were going to be able to get it across.
Tough whistle to have, and I believe they might have it. 21 seconds since the pass maybe had not been in the hands of one of the Snohomish Panthers. They will start back, and I believe they could only have 1 second to get it across. But also, does Ken Roberts take a timeout to give a full 10 seconds? I would not surprise me if he's doing this. And now guess what? He calls a timeout now. Ken Roberts. Love it.
He's not happy.
Because they broke the press, but also, at the same time, if you were going to get the ball down on the sidelines, you only have 1 second to get it across. I believe this resets the time. But we'll be back here to figure out 4:14 left in the third quarter. Back here on STSPN.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
And we're back. Quick timeout from the Snohomish Panthers as the Panthers will need to get the ball across. They did get a reset of the 10 seconds rule. And Capelli gets it across over to Gallatin. 10 seconds for the Panthers. Go to TGS. Good cut by Capelli. Out to Larson. Larson from the perimeter. Oh, around and out. Good rebound by Merciel. Dribbles it up. Over to Keller. To Hallie Keller. And Merciel gets it. Passes it on over. And, a good-looking shot. Right, a step inside of the free throw line for Hope Keller, 5'8" junior, with her first basket of the night. That's 2. TGS. Over to Gallatin. Capelli and Larson leading the backcourt. And a tip ball. I thought it was off a Monroe Bearcat, but must have been off a Snohomish Panther. And Monroe's going to have the ball, and they got a little momentum going right now. They're only down by 10, 3:10 on the clock, 28-18 in this tightly contested ball game. Just close enough for the Bearcats to make a run. Stop, or score a stop and a score. You just never know. Keller out to Euler. Great move by Vanderveen. Up and down and around and in for 2 for the sophomore Vanderveen. And it's just getting a little bit as the Monroe fans cheer on their team, play a little defense. And the freshman puts it up. Count the basket. Great finish with the harm for Lolo Rotondo. And we got a sub. Bayla Stitch. And also, I believe, Kendall Hammer's checking in. Hadley Oilier is charged with her first personal of the game. Second for the Bearcats. Missed free throw, great rebound by Capelli. Just a fortunate bounce as Capelli goes into the middle of that 2-3 zone. Monroe's got an extra pep in their step as they know that they need to get a little bit closer, get into single digits before the end of this quarter if they really want to make a run, because they know how tough it is to score against this Panther defense. But Monroe, no slouch themselves. They're playing very well. Good pass, good entry feed, download. Up and under for Gillisley Styles. 10th point of the ball game for the junior. Just a forced down low. Keller over to Keller. Makes it easier for me for that. Vanderveen, shot fake. And a pass down low, intercepted by Kendall Hammer. And Capelli wants to get something drawn up. Gallatin over to Capelli. Tipped. Rousing keeps it up. Ken Roberts looks on to see how the play's going to be looking out. Looking for a play down low in the post, potentially. 2 on the clock. 1. Almost at the horn. Rebound. 1 by the pay. I think they're going to get a foul on the sidelines on Hallie Keller. It's going to be her first personal. To the displeasure of the Monroe fans, and a lot of hustle by Keller to get that one. It was just going for the ball and a little bit too much harm, but Coach Tyson Holder does not like it, as he knows how important this game is for them. Panthers up by 12 points. Gildersleeve Styles just somehow gets it not to go out of bounds down on the sidelines. Keller intercepts. Keller goes down. Man, to get away with a double dribbles. Can't get it up on the glass and in. And it's going to stay here on the Bearcat end. A little more intensity in this third quarter, isn't it, Todd?
Absolutely. The Monroe Bearcats have just had a little bit of extra energy, a little jump in their step.
Keller. That's Hope Keller. Over to Yates. Yates. Pocket picked. Into a jump ball. And who has the arrow? I think we're going to stay. We're going to be.
Coach has got to be careful because he's going to wind up getting a warning here in a minute.
Made sure he let the official know, and just happily the ball is going to be placed right by our side. Just one last final word as Monroe wins the jump ball. 50 seconds left on the clock, 50.7 to be exact, here in the third quarter from Snohomish High School.
I'm not sure if you could see it on the film, but that collision between those two girls was
a lot of impact. Yates goes down low, maybe a little bit of an off arm, gets away with it, comes up short. TGS with the rebound. Number 12, Lizzie Allen checks in for the Panthers. Another freshman, and the Panthers just keep it coming along with these players that could play at a varsity level at an early age. Major shout out to the feeder programs. And, through the hands. Picked off by Hope Keller. Vanderveen, deep, off the side. And Coach Tyson Horner and some of the fans wanted that. Some of the students who made the trip. And 3 seconds, 2, 1, off for 3. Just a little short. At the end of the third quarter, we got the Snohomish Panthers 32, Monroe Bearcats 20, and we'll be back for the fourth quarter right after this. And we're back. Snohomish High School. Alex Clossie is here with Todd Elvick, Sarah Elvick, bringing you action of this Westco District 1 3A Girls Tournament. We start the fourth with the Panthers with the ball. On the 3A boys side, Final Four of Arlington, Mount Vernon, Short Crest, and Mount Lake Terrace. One more win for one of those teams punches a ticket to the state tournament. Boys play a day earlier, knowing a little bit more. But for the girls, wanting to get to the semifinals. Long shot by Capelli. Nice offensive rebound by Gallatin. Gallatin, great position inside, gets the ball, puts it off. Offensive rebound for 2 points. Big rebound as the Snohomish Panthers struggled a little bit in that third quarter to put some points up. Now with the Bearcats. Cascadia Yates. Almost a little long, saves it under her basket. But TGS.
I haven't followed the boys 3A as much as we should have probably, but I know that when we saw Mount Lake Terrace, they were incredible.
That's a team that can go far in the state tournament, and there's just a lot of good teams in that 2 to 5 range. I'm sad there's only going to be 4 teams that could go out of there because there's definitely a couple of teams that are more than qualified and worthy. So it's going to be a great bracket for them to figure out who those 4 are. But on the girls' side, we have Sienna Capelli, great feed, across court, over the zone. A little long for Hammer. Whereas Tyler Gildersleeve-Styles.
That's what she shines at right there.
Offensive putbacks, just an athletic force down low. I think they were checking to see if the shot clock, it did reset. They were looking to see if it hit the rim, and it looks like it did, if it got reset to 26 seconds. Officials checking in. But if you're Snohomish right here, you're okay wasting a couple extra seconds. So those offensive rebounds are so big to trickle that time away.
Well, at least they're not going under the hood like they did last night.
Yeah. Surprised they didn't have to throw the red flag out here for STSPN to come up here and check your replays.
Yeah, absolutely.
That could have been, towards the future. You never know. And we're back. Gallatin. Over to Green. Green, pass it. Scramble for it. Hope Keller to Hallie Keller. Keller goes up, and it's a block party, and Capelli's checking at the door. A big swat for the sophomore. In transition as the Panthers calm it down. A great defense in transition by Capelli. And a hand check foul on the Bearcats.
You know, I bring this up every once in a while. Sometimes I get hate mail for it, but there is a tendency for girls basketball to get a little bit too far under the hoop when they are on a breakaway.
It can happen. And we'll go over here to Pendle Hammer. Hammer passes it on over to Capelli. Gildersleeve Styles over to Hammer for 3. Oh! Back iron for the sophomore as Hope Keller for the Bearcats brings it up. Keller down to Hallie. Keller for 2. The junior checks in. 34-22, Snohomish Panthers, 5:45 on the clock. Oh, intercepted. Cascadia Yates to Keller. Oh, she likes it. Oh, off the back of the iron. TGS and Athletic, big down there. It was a close one. It was very close. Capelli palms down the offense as they want to get a play going. Madison Gallatin has it as she's the facilitator. Up top as they look for a place to throw it down low. Gallatin for 3. Checks it in. The senior. Big 3-point bucket for the Panthers, giving them a 15-point lead. That is a bucket that I believe that was their first 3-point field goal here in the second half. So when a game's this low scoring, a 3-pointer is almost like a 6-pointer. Cascadia Yates. Oh! Count the bucket. Hoop in the harm. Cascadia Yates gets it. And Catherine Green picks up her second personal. Timeout by the Monroe Bearcats. It's going to be a full timeout. And we're going to take a break. And we'll be back here. Couple seconds. 4:42 left in the fourth quarter here at Snohomish High School.
The future is threatened by enemies often unrelenting, unexpected, and unpredictable. In the midst of an uncertain and evolving world, the need for Marines to defeat these shifting threats is critical.
Enemy drone down.
Because the need to ensure stability for our nation has never been greater.
Sending coordinates now.
When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one constant: Marines.
So I'm embarrassed to say that it's now the fourth quarter on my scoreboard.
Fourth quarter here at Snohomish High School.
Even though there's only 4:42 left.
Yep, 4:42. It is in that kind of witching hour of if you're going to make a move, Monroe, needs to be right around this time. Score, stop, and score. And it starts at the free throw line with Cascadia Yates. Yates with 9 points on the evening. And connects for number 10. 10 points is a press. The Bearcats break out into a press. A little bit too much body. 2 hands on her, and that's going to result in a foul. That's going to be Savannah Lee, the sophomore, picking up the foul. On the boys' side for the 4A, we'll sneak this in. The semifinals, Redmond and Glacier Peak, and Jackson and Mount Si. So for those teams wanting to need another win to pick up a state berth. And down low to Capelli from TGS. That's 2 for the sophomore. Getting down low. And we still have Lake Stevens alive for the 4A boys in the West King tournament in the losers bracket trying to make their way through. Ooh, that could have maybe hit off the foot. And no call from the officials. I think that could have hit off of Cora Larson's foot. But I don't have a striped shirt on. I thought about it. Went against it. Good reason. I'll stick to the mic. And Addison Gallatin, Tyler Gildersleeve Styles. Great game on the evening. Down low to Gallatin. Little ball fake. Oh, too hard. Rebound by Lee. Cascadia Yates. Up. Oh. Maybe thought there was a little push there, but no call. Coach Tyson Horner wanted to maybe a little contact there to get to the free throw line and stop the clock and put some points on the board. Bayless Stitch. Oh, almost had it.
Yeah, speaking of the playoffs, Lake Stevens is going on, but we don't have any official word on it yet, but I'm thinking that they might be going into this next game missing a couple players.
And we'll be staying tuned on that after
the brouhaha.
The brouhaha that happened last night. Glacier Peak with a very nice victory on the boys' side. Oh, great. Mid-range Jimmy for Tyler Gildersleeve Styles.
You got to love those.
Yep. Just perfect execution coming off the inbounds play, and for Ken Rogers, wouldn't expect anything less. Oh, almost. Off Savannah Lee. Great defense by the Panthers as they stretch their lead to 16 points with 3:01 left on the clock here in the fourth quarter, just making sure.
If anybody's watching this and they have somebody here that is at the game, text them and tell them, come on up here and get a Proud Parent t-shirt.
Proud Parent, we'd love to talk to you. Say hi and let us know where whoever texts you is texting in from. We always like to see if they're out of state or just couldn't make it to the game for a certain reason. Just always like to hear. There we go, Capelli. Gallatin picks it right back up. Starts the offense. And, good steal by Maya Merciel. There's a lot of talent here on this Monroe Bearcats squad. Off the back of the rim. Coach Horner has definitely some tools in the tool shed to work with. And Ken Roberts calls a timeout. I believe it's going to be a full timeout here at Snohomish High School. And we're going to be back here on STSPN here in about 45 seconds or so.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
In 1934, Bickford Ford opened their doors in Snohomish, Washington, and they've been an active part of the community ever since. So when you're looking for a new Ford truck, SUV, or hybrid, or if you want to take advantage of your current car's value, start at the place you can trust, the one that's been around for 89 years and is Western Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Family-owned Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
And we're back after the timeout. 41-25, Snohomish Panthers. 2:28 on the clock as they get it in. Let's see what Ken Roberts drew up here during the break. Need one more basket. And it's right to TGS. Great layup, great ball movement. Good assist by Capelli down low. As TGS points back and says, thank you. Appreciate that. Keep them coming. That's going to be a travel on Maya Merciel.
Ouch.
Not exactly what you needed right there. And with 2 minutes left.
I think when the score is like this and it gets so close to the end, I think it's hard on the team that's down to have the same kind of focus as they did earlier.
It is tough, especially in the district playoffs, too. You come in with a lot more adrenaline. Oh, man. Just a clinic down low from TGS. Has 18 points on the night, and she's going to be a key cog to the success of the Panthers as they keep on going on down through, hopefully, the state tournament. But, of course, they can't get too far ahead of themselves, so they got a district game next week. And great rebound by TGS as well. As 45-25, minute 28 left. Panthers work a little clock and work it around the perimeter.
Personally, I hope it's against Meadowdale.
It's going to be a great ball game. Some great talent, 3A-wise. Oh, and like clockwork, Tyler Gildersleeve-Styles finishes. And a 6-foot post with that much athleticism is going to be a tough cover. But with, Meadowdale and Linwood and, of course, Arlington, any of those teams can make a run at any time. Number 4, up and, and it trickles in for Savannah Lee. Savannah Lee, 4-3.
Uh-oh, come on.
And I believe maybe a timeout or a clear of the bench, and it's going to be a full timeout. And let's keep it here. Todd, what do we want to do for our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game? What are you thinking? What have you seen? You're the master.
Boy, it's hard not to give it to TGS, but, at this point in the season, I really favor seniors, and Gallatin, she just has been a force down there.
Been a force. She's a kind of an orchestrator of the offense up top, too. Hit a big 3, had a big offensive rebound, too. I'm on board with that. We can do that. Number 24, Addison Gallatin, will be our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game. And we'll talk to her in about 50 seconds. We just had the hockey line change. No, we're not in Everett at the Silver Tips game. We are at Snohomish High School with both benches clearing for good reason to get some of the people off the bench that maybe don't play too often to get a couple of minutes in a playoff game as Monroe starts thinking of their next, who they're going to be facing, whether it's Stanwood or Meadowdale. And I'm sure they'll know here right after the game, or if not shortly, because all the games tonight were tipping off at 7 p.m. Hammer over to Lizzie Allen, a freshman, to another freshman.
That'll have to be one of the questions. We'll ask her who do they want to face.
Yeah, I'm sure they just played Meadowdale a couple games ago. That was a tough one. I'm sure they would lean towards Stanwood potentially, but Stanwood's got a good team too. They can get hot from the perimeter, and it's all about getting hot at the right time. You never know who's going to beat anybody.
Well, their athletic director, he's a long-time Stanwood boys coach.
Oh, yeah. Exactly, I know. Zach Ward wouldn't mind seeing Stanwood, even though they went down to Everett here for the boys' side a couple nights ago, but girls' side as well. Oh, no foul called on Caitlin Paxton. And the clock is not struck midnight. We got about 30 seconds left here as the Panthers will pass the ball around. 47-28, about 20 seconds on the clock. Shot clock at 15. Oh, and Danica Avalos, another freshman. There's 3 freshmen on the court, Todd. I feel like we're going to be calling these names for another couple of more years down the line, too, which is great to see. Kendall Hammer, the sophomore, off iron, get it. And that will do it. From Snohomish High School, the Panthers victorious, 47-28. We'll be here in a couple of seconds with Addison Gallatin, our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game. And we're back once again. Snohomish Panthers 47, Monroe Bearcats 28. Moving on to the district tournament. We got Addison Gallatin right here, our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game. Addison, what was it like, first game out here today, get to play in the playoffs? Does it feel good to be out there and playing again, but also with this kind of atmosphere?
Yeah, it feels great. We came out and we knew that it was gonna be a hard battle just because it was the first district game, but our team came out ready to play, and I think we executed well. And they were a good team, fought hard, but.
For you're a senior, you've been with Coach Ken Roberts for 4 years, maybe probably even heard some of his stuff even prior. What's it like playing under him, and kind of what was his game plan and thoughts as you guys went about this game?
He's an amazing coach. He just really knows the game, and it's super fun because he gets excited with us, he gets happy for us, but he keeps it calm also, and he did a really good job today. Just through the game plan, he knew they were going to come out hard, different from the first game, but the game plan was great.
Who on the team have you played with the longest? Catherine, first grade. Talk to me a little bit about her. You guys are both kind of seniors playing that same position down low, but doing a little bit of everything. We saw you at the top of the perimeter and her down low. What's been like playing with her for all these years, and you guys are coming down to these final games in your senior year?
Catherine's great. She just works so hard also, and I think we have a good connection just from all the years, and so it's really good to be able to connect with her when she's down low, hit the high low, but yeah, she's great.
How do you celebrate? Do you go celebrate and you go look at your phone and see who won between, Meadowdale, Stanwood? What's kind of those next steps for you? You guys prepare for the next for next week?
Yeah, next game, whoever wins is going to be a hard battle. Stanwood is hard, Meadowdale is close, so we just got to get ready and bring that energy like we did today.
Last question. How tough was it playing in Westco this year? You had teams that I felt like a 6 seed could have been maybe a 2 seed on any given night. What was it like playing throughout that gauntlet of a schedule? Now you're down to this technical second season.
Everyone in this league is great. Every team has good players. They're really, really good teams overall, but I think that it's going to be close coming up here, and we'll see who pulls it out.
Well, perfect. Addison Gallatin, our player of the game.
Hey, who are these people over here? I see the red T-shirt and right there behind Capelli, right there to the right. Is that your dad?
Right, yeah, that's my dad and his best friend, his family.
Tell your dad to come on up here. Wave over to him. There you go. Hey, I got one of these for you.
Now that's just an ultimate shirt right there. Proud parent.
Yeah.
Fit well on
here, hold that up one more time. There you go.
Well,
perfect.
Those are memories we'd like to make right there. Well, once again, Addison Gallatin, our adrenaline fundraising player of the game. 47-28, Panthers win.
Thank you.
We'll have a shirt for you.
Okay.
Awesome.